Hi everyone, this is a quick tutorial for any blind gamers who wanted to sink their teeth into The Last of Us Part 1, but weren't sure what settings they should enable. The game does have accessibility presets that the player can choose from when they initially launch the game, but for those who didn't select the vision preset, this tutorial has you covered. Before I get into the actual tutorial, I want to let you viewers know that there are timestamps in the description for each section of the accessibility menu and the settings I turned on in each section, just in case you're looking for a specific setting and how to navigate to it. We're going to start in the game's title screen. Press any button to get to the game's main menu. Now in the main menu, we will be hovering over the Last of Us tab, which is the tab that actually starts the game. However, before we start playing, we must first head over to the options menu. To navigate to the options menu, press down on the D-pad 2 times, and then press the X button, or the select button. From here, we will want to press up on the D-pad once, and then the X button to open the accessibility tab. The absolute first feature I'd recommend enabling is the game screen reader. It will make navigating through the game's menus much easier, and it will make the actual gameplay much more accessible, as it reads hints and any other text that appears on the screen. To get here, we need to go to the screen reader and audio cues section by pressing up on the D-pad twice, and then the X button. Press the X button again, and the screen reader will now be enabled. It's important to note that this setting will automatically be enabled for those of you who have already enabled the screen reader in the console settings. We want to stay in this section to enable the following 4 settings, which are directly below the screen reader setting. Those settings are Cinematic Descriptions, which provides descriptive audio during certain cinematics, Traversal audio cues, which plays sound cues that assist for traversal and exploration, such as when you're near areas that require crouching or are near an interactable or pickup. Combat audio cues, which plays sound cues for enemy grab and strike prompts, aiming at an enemy or landing a shot on an enemy. And finally, combat vibration cues, which enables controller vibration cues for when you are aiming at an enemy and when you land a shot on an enemy. Next, I'd recommend heading over to the navigation and traversal section. To get here, just press the circle button or back, and then go 1 up from the screen reader and audio cue section and press the X button. Here, we'll find numerous options that will make the game much less overwhelming for a player who cannot see the entire environment that's in front of them. The options I'd recommend turning on are Navigation Assistance, which when you press the left stick, or L3, the camera will face in the direction for progressing the story. Traversal Assistance, which simplifies traversal input by automatically climbing ledges, automatically sprinting in certain chase encounters, automatically performing difficult jumps, etc. Ledge Guard, which will play audio and vibration cues to prevent you from falling off ledges, and will completely prevent you from killing yourself by falling off of a ledge. We will also enable Enhanced Listen Mode, which is a cool feature that allows you to scan for items and enemies using circle and square respectively while in listen mode. You can also press the left stick or L3 when you have navigation assistance enabled after scanning for items or enemies, and the camera will orient itself in the direction of the most recently scanned item or enemy. It's entirely up to you for what you set the range or time for the enhanced listening mode to, but I'd recommend 20 to 30 meters for the range and 3 seconds for the time. The last option in this section I'd recommend enabling is the skip puzzle option, which allows you to skip puzzles when you're in one by going to the pause menu and selecting skip puzzles. The next section I'd recommend heading over to is the alternate controls section, which is 3 levels above the navigation and traversal section. Once in the alternate control section, we will want to press up to navigate to the very bottom of the page, to the assistance subsection. Once you're hovering over minigame input, press up twice to go to auto pickup. I'd recommend enabling this for every player, as it's tedious to press triangle for every single pickup. Press the up button 3 times to go to arc throw lock on, which, when enabled, automatically locks onto enemies when aiming a throwable item. And you can adjust the strength of the lock on by going 1 level down. From arc throw lock on, press the up button 2 more times to hover over the lock on aim setting. Enable this so when you aim a weapon, your reticle will automatically be on target. Once again, you can adjust the strength of the lock on by going 1 level below. If you'd like a challenge, set it between 5 to 7. and if not, I'd recommend just keeping it at 10. The last setting in this section is one level above lock-on aim, and it's a camera assist setting. I found that this setting works best with the navigation assistance feature if it is set to vertical. The last few options I'd recommend enabling in the accessibility menu are in the combat accessibility section, which can be accessed by pressing up once when hovering over the alternate controls section. Here, enable combat accessibility, and then press down 6 times to hover over the invisibility toggle option. When this setting is enabled, you can hold circle while not aiming to toggle invisibility, but your movement speed will be limited while it is toggled. I'd recommend setting this to either limited or unlimited, but it's up to personal preference. We have just one more setting to enable, and it's not in the accessibility menu. Instead, it's in the HUD menu, which is 3 levels down from the accessibility menu. Once in the HUD menu, press the up button 5 times to hover over pickup notifications. Turn this on so you know what items you are picking up, as the screen reader will read the notifications to you. Now you're all set to start the game. I'm going to include a short clip of one of the game's early combat encounters, with me showing off some of the relevant features and some commentary of what feature is being utilized during a specific moment. I hope this tutorial proves useful to all those who need it. Have a good one.
Let's be smart about this.
Here, I use navigation assistance to automatically reorient Joel. You can also see the lock-on reticle pop up around the enemy directly in front of Joel. There, I use enhanced listening mode to scan for the shiv right in front of me, which was automatically picked up. Here, I hear an audio cue letting me know that a grab prompt for an enemy appeared. So I grab the enemy and move him before pressing square to silent and kill him. Here, we can hear another combat audio cue, that being the cue for killing an enemy. Here, I use the combined features of enhanced listening mode and navigation assistance to scan the enemy close by and automatically orient my camera facing him.
Pistol ammo. Fuck!
There's a body over here!
Brick 1.
Shit here. Hey, you see
1 brick.
What is
Ah!
9mm pistol. Pistol ammo. 6. Loaded. 6. Reserve.
Instances such as this, where you hear the low droning noise and where I walk extremely slow, are examples of me enabling the game's invisibility option. It comes in handy when an enemy that you aren't aware of is starting to spot you, and you now know you need to readjust your positioning.
That's what you got? Nothing, man. How about you? Same. Keep looking.
After grabbing the enemy, I become aware that I'm being spotted and press the left trigger to aim my gun, knowing that the locked-on will automatically aim in the direction of the enemy. I then shoot until I hear the enemy's death cue.
You completed the encounter.